Okay, so this is part 2, but we just basically considering this an extension to part 1 because I told you I'm going to get through all of this. Make sure you're watching the entire videos of this series so you won't be one of them people that try to debate me because you don't want to believe that I'm right. I got into some things, but I haven't got into the meat of this. I haven't got into the nitty gritty. So y'all gonna see why some of the things I do without conviction, because they have nothing to do with what the true faith is. Nothing. They were merely men putting their biases and preferences in. That's why you got to do content by request. Because I will break down what I can break down, and what I can't break down, I'll get in prayer and see what the Most High have to say about it. So let's pick up where we left off, because we're getting ready to get into more of this stuff that he explains it all. So I ended by saying the Most High didn't need no Savior. And the way sacrifice works is the sacrifice is always current. It's never for anything previous. You can't sacrifice for dead people. That's what some of the enemies of the faith, that's what they do. So you got to be real careful, because I'm not going to pinpoint no specific group, because no matter what group it is, there's people in there whose name is in the book of life. So I'm going to let you figure out who I'm talking about. But let's just say that some of the people who were the ones who lynched that son of the Most High, they tried to, after they lynched him, they saw how lucrative this faith and this magic and everything else was, so they implemented their beliefs in it. And they used war tactics to kind of eliminate those who disagree with them. This is true history. I'm going to mention, I said I wasn't going to mention, I'm going to mention some people, some groups, but I'm not going to go all the way into detail because I need to get this out. But there were groups who were forcing people to believe in the gods that they had previously established. And they were renaming them, just like Jesus is a rename. Watch to the end. You're going to see why. That's a rename. That's not his name. Now, all of y'all just saying, Kojic, Apostolic, whoever you are, no name under heaven whereby we must be saved. You finna find out that's utter foolishness. Because have you even studied where that name comes from? Even the last name, Christos. Christos was an insult. It was an insult. Like that was trolling biblical days. They like, are you the Christ? That was an insult. They were trolling them. We're going to keep going. Who you think you is? Are thou the Christ? And now y'all done took the name. In fact, kind of off subject, kind of on subject. So, I'm laying on the couch, waking up like I do sometimes. And this is what made me say, yeah, I got to start this series. So I heard a chick I thought it was Juanita Bynum. Talk just like her. Same stuff. $232. If y'all was watching, y'all know what I'm talking about. I get up close to the TV to turn it off because I don't want to hear that. I'm going to be honest. Don't think something wrong with you because you don't want to hear these scams from these money grubbing, occultic. They bring in the occult to the light, to the world. It's not hid no more. So it's not occult, it's cult. So they're making it a part of the cult. It's where we get the word culture from. A cult is a group that gathers. The word occult means a group that gathers in secret. So what's been going on is the occult is sending their members in public to deceive you. Now ultimately get you to believe their way, which leads to the mark of the beast. And like I told y'all being taught that only Christians is going to not accept the mark. That is pure bullish garbage. There's going to be Christians that don't, but there's going to be Muslims that don't. There's going to be every God above group. We'll just start calling them. They know about the mark of the beast, and some of them not going to take it. That why you think it said people from every tribe, every nation, standing before him with palm branches, because they went their avenue to him, and they endured to the end, going that way. It's almost like I used to think that was false. When the Pope used to say that religions are pathways to God. That's the truth. But because I was in Christianity, I used to think it's false. The Most High had to show me. Those are just pathways. Where y'all think I got the phrase where I be saying, I'm gonna go on I'm on a different street, but I'm gonna make my way back? That's where I got that from. So let's try to make good use of our time. So Isaiah 51. I already mentioned how that would have disqualified the whole entire Old Testament if that was the truth, that we saved through the cross. But I'm finna show you about the cross. Isaiah 51:17 says, the sacrifices of God are a broken spirit, a broken and contrite heart. God, you will not despise. Remember how he said, I never knew you. How did he get to know people? Searching their heart. Says, you workers of iniquity, I never knew you. Now Isaiah 138:6 says, for though the Most High is high, he regards the lowly, but the haughty, he knows. Wait a minute, wait. Okay, it said, but the haughty, he knows from afar. That awkward guy is going to have an easier path than you if he don't let you, in all your insults, all your bad behavior, all your disrespect, make him feel differently about himself. Make her feel differently about herself. Why y'all think part of, when I say no matrix, and I always say this, one of the most important things is viewing people and everything that comes with them the proper way. You never look at nobody like they better than you. You never let nothing that nobody says to you that the Bible does not say to you, that the books associated with belief in the Creator says to you. You never accept anything that brings you down in the way you view yourself and the way He views you. You look at them as opposition. You don't do nothing to them. Ain't no need. No need for random violence, weird violence. Do not only use violence if somebody attacks you. Let them say whatever they want. If they attack you, defend yourself. Don't be like them. All that turn the other cheek. If somebody attack you, defend yourself. Anybody that see this in another country, do not look to fight. But if somebody attacks you, defend yourself. That is not what the Bible means by you shall not kill. If somebody hurting you, then you not understand what He got mad at Saul for? If you want to be peaceful like that, you got to get away from around people that's trying to force their beliefs on you. And you got to go to a country like that's why a lot of people trying to get over here, where you can believe whatever you want and go to heaven or hell, whichever you choose. Don't force your religion on others, because your religion or their religion is not 100% fact. Be peaceful in these countries. I say to you Muslims, I say to you Christians, I say to all you believers, whatever you believe in, do not use violence. If they don't agree with you, but they're not causing harm to you, do not cause harm to them. You're not doing the will of God. Don't y'all know the devil had people in all these religions? It got you thinking you hurting other people because they don't agree with you. And you think you're doing it for God. No, you're not. So let's go back. We got to keep it moving. Let me see. Okay. I got several. This explains James 4 and 6. This explains 1 Chronicles 7 and 14. Or 2 Chronicles. There's no middleman. Anybody that's like a middleman, all they doing is presenting knowledge to you. Blessed are they that hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled. What is righteousness? Righteousness is choosing what the Most High wants you to choose, because you know you're going to make mistakes and you just want to try not to. You're not going to be saved by what you do. You're going to be saved by how the Most High views you as a person. That's why humility is the most important thing. Not believing in an event. No. Okay, Isaiah, I gotta mention this because they try to use this. They try to use this to validate their beliefs in the virgin birth and everything else. Wait a minute. Okay, Isaiah 7. I'm gonna read it. Ah, man, I gotta hurry up. Now it came about in the days of Ahaz, the son of Jotham, son of Uzziah, king of Judah, that Rezin, the king of Aram, and Pekah, the son of Remaliah, king of Israel, went up to Jerusalem to wage war against it. Remember, Isaiah 14 or Isaiah chapter 7 is about a current event that was going on, not a future prophecy. Verse 2, when it was reported to the house of David, saying, the Arameans have taken a stand by Ephraim, his heart and the hearts of his people shook as the trees of the forest shook from the wind. It says, and then the Most High said to Isaiah, Go out now to meet Ahaz, you and your son Sherjil, at the end of the conduit of the upper pool on the road. He was telling Isaiah, go out there and meet him. Take care and be calm and have no fear, and do not be faint-hearted because of these two stumps of smoldering logs, on account of the fierce anger of Rezin and Aram, son of Remlah, because Aram with Ephraim, it's current event. But I'm going to keep going. The son of Remlah has planned evil against you, saying, let's go up against Judah and terrorize it, and take it for ourselves by assault, and set up the son of Taziel as the king in the midst of it. This is what the Most High says. It shall not stand, nor shall it come to pass. Verse 8, for the head of Aram is Damascus, and the head of Damascus is Rezin. Now within another 60 years, Ephraim will be broken to pieces, so there is no longer a people. And the head of Ephraim is Samaria, and the head of Samaria is the son of Remlah. If you will not believe, you certainly will not last. Remember, this is a current event. It has nothing to do with a virgin birth. Isaiah 10, 7-10. Then the Messiah spoke again to Ahaz, saying, ask for a sign. Look at verse 11. I'm reading the NASB. Isaiah chapter 7. Ask for a sign for yourself from the Most High God. So why would he tell him to ask for a sign for himself and then show him a person that he don't even know? I'm going to keep going. Make it deep as Sheol or as high as heaven. Verse 12. But Ahaz says, I will not ask, nor will I put the Most High to the test. Verse 13. Then he said, listen now, house of David, is it a trivial thing for you to try the patience of men, that you will try the patience of my God as well? Verse 14. Therefore, the Most High himself will give you a sign. Behold, the virgin, that don't mean she was a virgin at the time, will conceive and give birth to a son. That means she was going to get smashed and have a son. And she will name him Emmanuel. He will eat curds of honey the time he knows enough to refuse evil and choose the good. For before the boy knows enough to refuse evil and choose the good, the land whose two kings you dread will be abandoned. This has nothing to do with the birth of the one y'all call Jesus. Jesus the Christ. Y'all giving him a troll name. Let's keep going. I'm going to show you. No worries. Psalm 9:17. This is important. The wicked shall be turned into hell, and all the nations that forget God. The word forget means not to remember. What did Solomon get in trouble for? Did he get in trouble for having 700 wives? No. He got in trouble for this. This is why the Most High searches people's heart and mind, to see how you really feel and what you really think about him. He could reveal himself to us, but for that reason, that's why he chooses not to. That's why he chooses not to. So it don't say you're going to be turned into hell for this sin, that sin. All the nations that forget God. We seeing it. Especially here in the U.S. People will chew you out, fire you, target you, everything else, if you bringing up the Most High, because you bringing it to their memory. You making them think upon it. They are deceived by the devil. And you making them think upon it. That's why when you don't use bullhorns to try to force people, you invite them and you make sure you know what you're talking about. And when they come, you teach them. That's it. And a lot of y'all black people because we finna get into this. A lot of y'all, God. Look, I might have to do another part. But I knew this would happen. Christianity claims that the Son is equal to the Father. Isaiah 45:5 says, I am the Most High, and there is no other. Apart from me, there is no God. So nobody's equal with him. That's false. That's the demigod stuff that comes from the Romans. The same people that lynched him because they didn't like how he looked. Because he wasn't with them. Let's keep going. Isaiah 46:9. I am God, and there is no other God. I am God. There is no one like me. Where's y'all getting this from? Y'all getting this from the people who lynched his son, who came just to show them the light of the truth. And was hung from a tree. Just like in Mississippi. That's what really happened. Let's keep going. No mention of a son that is equal to him. In Mark 10:18, he said, the one y'all call Jesus, why do you call me good? No one is good except God alone. Remember how the sons, holy, 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 all night singing to him? Because they know that they there because of him, and he's the only one good. Now let me make this point. The Most High looks at certain things before he saves a person. Therefore, he can save through any religion that is making a humble effort to believe in it. So stop arguing about religion. If you want me to show you the history in that, I will. But some of y'all too crazy. You didn't try to do something to me. So I don't even want to talk to you about religion. That's casting pearls before swine. If you will murder me for not agreeing with you, then I'm casting my pearls before swine. I don't even want to talk to you about religion. He said, there's no other gods before me. He said, you shall have no other gods before me. Now, the J was not used until the 1600s. So stop saying there's no other name under heaven whereby men must be saved. You know what you're really doing is what you being a Pharisee. You are the modern day Pharisees. All of y'all that's speaking dogmatically, you taking Celtic beliefs. Oh yeah, I'm finna get into it. And you presenting them to people who don't know nothing about the Celtic culture. And no wonder you celebrate Christmas, because you basically fulfilling the customs of those people who crucified him, or not crucified, but lynched him. And you want to come on here and tell me I'm not saved, trying to act like I'm not with the Most High? Because I don't believe like you, I don't think like you, because I actually did research and found out what I should be believing? You want to make me like you? And then some of y'all, the nerve of you ain't nowhere in there. But you telling me what I can't do. You talking about what your grandmama said. And people have told me what my grandmother said. And I had to tell them, my grandmama don't know everything. But here we come with part 3, y'all. Here we come with part 3. I'm not going to upload this yet. I'm going to wait till the other one upload. But I got to finish this part. Watch the whole video.